You can get this 6-inch battery-powered chainsaw on Amazon for about 150 bucks. I've never heard of Seesii before, but they asked me to review this chainsaw, and I don't have one, so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. It's a pretty good deal for what it is, but is it worth the cash? Well, let's go find out. Ugh. Pretty big package. Kind of feeling like my manhood's being challenged. Okay. Ooh. Get out of here. Look at that. Seesii battery-powered pole saw. Reach new heights. Junk. Manual. More junk. Look at that thing. Comes with the chain already put on. That's a win. This is everything that came in the box. You got the saw with a little guard, the pole which has these two extensions, manual, a brush and a bottle for lubricant, but it did not come with any lubricant, 2 batteries and a charger, a little strap, an extra chain, and some protective gear. First impressions, everything actually feels pretty well made. The saw's got a nice weight to it, but it's not that heavy. Guard comes on and off pretty well. The batteries feel similar in weight to what you would get with like a DeWalt. Not so sure about this charger. I'd rather have something I could lock into, but if it works, it works. Well, let's get one of these guys plugged in and see how we do. I don't love this charger design. I feel like I will probably lose it. But for this price, the fact that it even comes with batteries and a charger is pretty great. I didn't notice at first, but there's a charge indicator on front of each battery. It said the battery was full, but I gave it a first-time charge anyway. After about half an hour plugged in, the light on the charger still hadn't turned green, so I just said forget it. I did a quick breeze through the manual, and there are a few things you gotta do before you can start cutting. First, you gotta lubricate the blades, but the tool didn't include any lubricant. I had some lying around, so I gave it a dab and spread it with the little brush. Then you gotta tighten the chain, which they have this really handy little dial for that. Tighten it until you can pull the chain out 2 to 3 millimeters, and you're good to go. Apparently there was a bomb cyclone in the Pacific Northwest this week, which blew down a lot of debris, so I figured we'd start by tackling this brush pile. I'm gonna leave this shot uncut so you guys can actually see how long this takes. Not bad. This thing rips. I was pleasantly surprised with how well this saw cut. This wood was pretty fresh and it was cutting right through it. I love how they put the guard on a hinge so it flips up while you're cutting through deeper pieces. It's pretty sick. The saw was working really well, so I just decided to rip my way through the rest of that pile. Needless to say, it made this job pretty short and sweet. Honestly, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. Battery's only down 1 bar. Pretty cool little tool. Let's go cut some more stuff. I'm done with this shit though. I've got this big stand of trees in my work area, and it has all these little shoots coming up. Because they're in there so tight, it can be really hard to get a handsaw in. I was really happy with how it worked. I felt like I could get in these hard to reach places and cut one-handed without like fearing for my life. You can see these shoots are a bunch of different sizes, but it really didn't seem to matter. It pretty much munched through anything I put it after. I even went for one of these thick boys up top, but it seemed to get through it just fine. Almost murdered my phone. Honestly, this thing's pretty sick. I was kind of skeptical, but it's super handy. Look at that, we still got 3 bars. Crazy. Well, we can't forget the pole though. It's time to test that guy out. Boy, do I have plenty to try it on. So the battery snaps in the bottom of the pole, and then you flip it around and the saw clicks in on top. Ooh, yeah, that was satisfying. Let's do it again. Nice. There's this little button on the side you can use to adjust the angle. Press it once and it locks into position. The pole handle is just like the saw. There's a safety and an ignition. Boom. The pole extensions were easy to use, a little harder than I was expecting to push up, but they work just fine. On Amazon, it says the pole extends to 15.5 feet. I didn't actually measure, but it felt a little bit more like 13 or 14. The extension pole has some kind of spring-loaded mechanism that makes retracting it really easy. That's probably why it's a little harder to extend. The weight of the saw really does most of the cutting, so you don't actually have to apply much pressure from the ground, which makes it really easy when you don't have a lot of leverage if the pole is super extended. Okay, time for the final boss. It's been this dead hanger up here for a while and I've wanted to get it down, but I have nothing to reach. See if we can do it. It's hung up on one branch up there. I don't love it, but let's see what happens. All right. Oh, there it comes. Yes. Whew. All right. So I was using the tool for about an hour and we still have 3 bars left. That's pretty great. A couple of things I really like about this is it's super lightweight, easy to use. Everything feels snappy, clicks together nicely. The pole's on some kind of spring mechanism, which does make it a little harder to pull out, but it's nice because it comes back in really clean. I thought this guard would be annoying, but because it flips back, it's actually really nice. Felt super safe while using it, didn't think I was gonna come back and cut myself, and it does look like you can remove it if you want to. I love that it comes with 2 batteries. I think my only complaint is that this charger's a little weak and takes a while. It'd be nice if they upgraded it. And the extras were nice, but I would trade the gloves and goggles for some lubricant that you can use in case you don't have some lying around. But overall, 6-inch pole saw from Seesii gets a thumbs up, and you guys enjoy this montage of me making some cuts. Just a quick disclaimer, I was not paid to make this video, but Seesii did send me the saw for free. If you want to see the saw I was using, there's a link in the description. And if you don't know me, my name's Jake. I build things free or cheap using things I find or natural materials. And next we're building a sauna in the woods, so come over and follow me if you want to check that out. All right, thanks for watching.